In this video, we look at producer surplus, and the definition is that it is the economic surplus you get from selling something. So now we're thinking like a seller. It is equal to whatever the market price is minus what we call the marginal cost. And this marginal cost is the same thing as a supply curve. So let's say you sell some bamboo trees and each one costs you $2 to grow. That's your marginal cost. Let's say when you go to sell it to some customers, they pay you $6. So then what's your overall surplus? How happy are you as a seller? You're $4 happy. $8 that you just received from the customers and $2 that it costs you to grow. And so you have $4 producer surplus. So again, it's going to be crucial to know that the marginal cost is the same thing as the supply curve. Just like for demand, the demand curve was the same thing as the marginal benefit. And that's upward sloping, that's this red line. And the market price is the horizontal line right here. So our producer surplus for, let's call this 100 in the middle, 100 units. For the 100th unit of this item, the producer surplus is price minus marginal cost, this vertical line right here. However, we can also find the total producer surplus, and that's the area below the market price and above the marginal cost curve right here. So this is the total producer surplus. How do we calculate the area? So it's half times base times height. That's the area of any triangle. And just like we did for the consumer surplus, even if these lines aren't straight, we're going to still use the same formula to get our producer surplus. As long as we know these values, we need the market price right here, and then we need the lowest marginal cost that this seller is willing to produce at. And so once you have these numbers, as well as the maximum quantity right here, and the minimum quantity 0, once we have these, we can find the producer surplus, the total producer surplus. So what's the base? This time, if we imagine this triangle flipped over, the base is right here. So this base, the length of this base is 200 minus 0. So we're looking from this axis here. So 200 minus 0 gives us 200. What about the height? We're over here now. We're taking the market price 50 minus the marginal cost, the lowest marginal cost, which is 10. So that gives us 40. So now our producer surplus is half times the base of 200 times 40, which is the height, to give us $4,000. And just like consumer surplus, producer surplus is represented using dollars. So it's always in terms of dollars.